Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Outer Wilds. We solved the quantum moon. Um, I don't know if there's any more information there to collect. I guess we'll know when we go into our ship log. But we have learned quite a bit about the nature of the Eye of the Universe. And we also met a living Nomai named Solanum at the South Pole. The quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. At this location, the quantum moon becomes a reflection of the eye itself. The eye is likely the source of all quantum phenomena in the solar system. Solanum wonders what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye. I was able to land on the surface of the quantum moon. I found a dead Nomai in a spacesuit near the South Pole. We're starting to fill in the gaps. We're starting to run out of gaps to fill, I guess I should say. I guess it may be time to check out Dark Bramble. Unfortunately. Although the game does suggest that there's more to see at the Sunless City. Based on the arrow towards the Sun Station, I'm wondering if maybe there is a path to the Sun Station from the Sunless City. And we're still learning about the Ash Twin project. Alright, I guess we're going on to Dark Bramble, if we can. Probably going to get eaten a lot. There was also this, which I'm still unfamiliar with. Concluded that equipment malfunction was the only sensible explanation. I wonder if we went and spoke with Gabbro, because Gabbro was the one who repaired the satellite, or at least checked it out. If Gabbro would have something else to say. Excuse me. Alright, goodbye. I could very briefly almost select that. Let's see. Where is the Dark Bramble? There it is. Okay. So we have unlocked the mysteries of the quantum moon. We may not have to go there again. But I believe we have found what may be the end state of the game. Well, I say end state of the game, I mean like where we ultimately have to go, which is inside the Eye of the Universe. Who knows? What I do know is that we're going to get eaten by a Gru again. And by a Gru, I mean an anglerfish. Let's see what we can do, though. We gotta be careful in here. Because there are anglerfish. Alright, let's go quickly. Okay, so we can avoid the anglerfish if we can make it into these crevices. That's good. It's just making it into these crevices. Interesting. So we can free look. That's pretty handy. We keep seeing that red light, and I don't know what it is. For all we know, that's like the main way to go. But usually when you see red, it means danger. What does this do for me? Looks like there's like lights along the side here. Ah, hello. Well, let's see what we can find out, shall we? See if there's a way in. Looks like there's a way in the back here. Indeed. So this is the lost signal. This is one that, excuse me. This is the one that never escaped Dark Bramble. Sekka. Our escape pod has crashed and we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but this pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted, and the anglerfish attacks more and more frequently. Our best chance at survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or more probably await rescue. Sekka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. Okay. There's a lot of data here. There's a new problem. Our equipment is detecting two distinct beacons from the vessel, but it isn't possible for the vessel to be in two different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time. We're nearly out of time already, Din. The vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it'll be gone and we will be lost. We will follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. But suppose the beacon is false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the farther of the two beacons. The decision is made for us. Leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. Scan the external environment, scan complete, gravity not detected, breathable air not detected, multiple life forms detected, potentially hostile. Verdict, do not exit pod. Warning, navigation error, life support error, propulsion error. Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory, significant damage to pod detected. Now launching escape pod 3. Escape pod 3, vessel has been mortally injured, emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure from vessel. So that's the same message we've gotten in, or that's a very similar message to what we've gotten in all of the other distress signals, the distress ships. Emergency escape hatch. Yeet. So do we follow in the ship, or do we follow like this? I don't think we follow in the ship. I could be wrong about that. This could be a horrible lapse in judgment. But I think this will be quieter. Anglerfish do not see. We may actually learn some info about the pods. They mentioned that they've heard two distinct signals from the ship. Perhaps the Dark Bramble can, like, mimic signals? It's hard to say. Well, I'll tell you one thing. This does not look like a big spaceship. But we may have some knowledge here. But at what cost? To any who come here searching for us, we followed one of the two beacons from the vessel to this place, but can go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed. Yet the opening is too small for even a single nomai to fit through it. So our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our doing. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel, yet still so far, is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we will be unable to hear it. There's nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this has happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. They were. For a time. Well, we've learned things today. So we can yeet. So it is like a teleporter. Ooh, it is like a teleporter to Dark Bramble. I was right. That would explain why it's bigger on the inside. And you saw when we threw our scout in there, We got a second signal over there. Okay. It's good to know. It's good to know. So, in order to find what we need to find here, we need to launch our scout into those brambles. Would it be better to just not take our ship? I don't know. I don't know if we could even make it that far without our ship. But that does answer our question. Again, I've mentioned it before, but the game gives us the tools that we need. It's up to us to use those tools to find what we're looking for. And I think that realization opened up a lot of possibilities to me. So we're going to try to make it to the vessel. We should maybe look for our friends first, but we can do that in the next cycle. I see lots of spooky lights in here. Let's see how blind they are. Pay no heed to the man behind the curtain. I'm just gonna drift. I'm just gonna keep my hands off the keyboard. We may not have time to do this. Well, that looks relevant. But it also doesn't look like where we need to go. We need to go this way. What is that? Nope. 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 We made it. Okay, well, we made it and then we immediately died. Hmm. Until next time, folks.